Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been seeing all your comments on TikTok asking me for reviews analysis for this one, so today, it's finally happening. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer purchased this electric bike for his wife, and her initial experience has been quite positive. He found the out-of-the-box assembly to be mostly straightforward, though he ran into a small snag trying to adjust the gears, which he was willing to attribute to his own lack of mechanical skill rather than a fault of the bike itself. The ride quality was what truly stood out. Our reviewer immediately noticed two things: the bike's powerful motor and its exceptional suspension. The motor feels very eager, almost too aggressive at times, pushing the bike to a brisk speed even on the lowest pedal assist setting. While this might be a concern in crowded areas, the suspension was described as a dream. He compared it to his own bike on a familiar, bumpy trail and called the difference night and day, noting how the full suspension system provided a remarkably comfortable and smooth ride. A very pleasant surprise was the generous bundle of free accessories that came with it, including a basket, mirrors, a phone holder, a lock, and a helmet. While he felt some of these items were basic and might be worth upgrading later, he appreciated that it was a complete kit to get someone on the road immediately. He also mentioned a few other considerations. The bike's height is significant. His wife, at 5'5", could just barely touch the ground with the seat at its lowest point, which is something shorter riders should keep in mind. Despite this and a few other minor critiques like the basic headlight, the reviewer's overall impression was overwhelmingly positive. He was also impressed by the proactive customer service and concluded that he would happily buy this fat tire bike again, recommending it as a fantastic option for both commuting and trail riding.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer found an ideal solution for their bad knees and the challenge of cycling up hills with this electric bicycle. Our reviewer expresses great satisfaction with the overall quality, noting that the electric bike feels both comfortable and solidly built. The controls are intuitive and easy to master, making for a pleasant ride right from the start. A surprising bonus was the number of extras that came included, such as locks, a protective cover, and even a security system, which added a lot of value. Assembly was another high point. The client mentioned it was straightforward and took them only about 30 minutes to complete, allowing them to get on the road quickly. What truly stood out for this client, however, was the exceptional customer service experience. They had initially purchased a different model from the same company, one with a higher crossbar that proved to be a bit too tall for their height. A few days after delivery, the company made an unsolicited call just to check on their satisfaction. When our reviewer mentioned the sizing issue, the support team was incredibly proactive. They worked directly with the client to facilitate an exchange for the step-thru version, which turned out to be a perfect fit. This level of care and dedication to ensuring the customer had the right product made a huge impression. Beyond the excellent performance and support, the reviewer also shared a charming detail they appreciated: the company's creative naming convention for its products. They found it endearing that the different models are referred to as companions rather than just machines, which added a personal touch to the whole experience.
Awesome. Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer had been on the hunt for a robust, reliable electric bike that wouldn't break the bank. After dedicating several weeks to thorough online research and comparing various options, they finally settled on one particular model. Upon its arrival, our reviewer was pleasantly surprised by the straightforward assembly process, noting that it was remarkably easy to get the bike ready for its first ride right out of the box. An added bonus was the inclusion of a useful box of accessories, which contained everything needed to get started, making the initial setup a smooth experience. Following a few weeks of enjoying their new electric bicycle, experiencing its capabilities firsthand, this individual was so impressed that they decided to purchase a second one for their girlfriend, opting for a slightly different, though equally appealing, version from the same line. Both of these electric bikes, according to our reviewer, boast an impressive amount of power. They explain that the motor provides ample assistance, making it easy to conquer various terrains and maintain a good pace without excessive effort. Furthermore, the full suspension system on both models contributes significantly to comfort, absorbing bumps and uneven surfaces to deliver a consistently smooth ride, particularly noticeable when venturing off paved roads onto trails. For this client, camping and outdoor adventures are a regular part of life, and traditional bicycles have always been a staple on these trips. The introduction of these electric bikes, however, has truly transformed their outings. They highlight how the added power and range have opened up new possibilities, allowing them to explore more distant locations with greater ease and enjoyment, adding a whole new dimension to their recreational activities. Beyond the product itself, our reviewer also wanted to commend the stellar customer service, describing it as excellent and commendably quick to respond to any inquiries they had.
That's all for today. If you like this, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments.